Okay, so late breaking news. Well, not really late breaking news. I'm standing here in front of my WD 2303 windrower here. I'm going to put the curtains down. This windrower has almost 20,000 acres on it. Almost 20,000 acres. I think I had 15,000 acres on when I put the put the new cutter bar on this spring. I think we did a few acres. Yeah, we did. We had mowed quite a few acres before I actually put the new cutter bar on. But anyhow, I think so. Anyhow, yeah, I've got it all cleaned up here. And no, I'm not putting it away. I had Messick's from Adamstown. Adamstown, I think it was Elizabethtown. Come out and take a look at her. We're going to trade it. I'm actually trading this piece and the new big square baler. And no, I'm not buying a round baler. The reason I'm trading this is, it does have almost 20,000 acres on it, and you know, it's going to need new tires. There's a couple of things on this machine that need to be worked on. It doesn't owe me anything at all. It doesn't owe me anything at all. There's a couple things, and when I mean a couple things, it's no big deal. And whoever buys this thing is going to have to do it anyway. But it's pretty much just stress fractures. You know, there's some fatigue here, and when you hit stuff with it, you know, you'll get into a fence row or whatnot. Not a fence row, but a rock or something. And that's from the knife there. It cut a hole in it. Over here on the other side, my dad hit a culvert, or a pipe that came across, and actually tore this piece here. As you can see, it's kind of not where it belongs. And of course, over the course of this thing's lifetime, we smacked our fair share of signs and bridges, and you go on through fence rows and stuff, you get a little bit too close, and what do you know, you hit the shielding and everything. So it's got that issue too. Plus, we had the idiots that loosened up my lug bolts on me. I don't know if I did that video or not. But anyways, I'll tell you now if I didn't before. I can't remember. But I've been sabotaged. As you can see, these bolts here are not the right bolts for in there. They're actually grade 8 fine threaded bolts that I have put on there because the studs on the back side are so hogged out. I can't put studs back in there because somebody decided they would loosen those up on me. They did the other side too, but they only did 4 bolts. But anyways, but it has a few things that would need to be worked on to the point where they're going to give me a decent enough deal on the trade-in that I'm just going to upgrade, because November is the month that you get good upgrades. The big square baler, there's nothing wrong with it. It runs fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. I can't say anything bad about that baler now that it's running good. The pickup, I didn't even replace a pickup tine or a guard, pickup tine guard. Nothing. It worked great. I did modify the clutch a little bit, and I did modify the pickup where it comes around the corner there. I cut those bands off. So that's actually in the field right now. Timothy's baling soybean straw. So anyway, with that being said, they came out yesterday and they looked those over, and hopefully they give me, you know, a pretty decent price. I know what they told me they would be giving me when I bought the baler. They said that it would, well, they gave me a pretty good idea as to what I would be getting on a trade-in if I traded it in at the end of the year. And I will not be getting another standard big square baler. I'm actually going to go with the roto cut, or the rotary cut model, because the windrows that I'm doing are so big, and we're doing some damp hay and stuff, and it's just not, it doesn't feed the chamber when you get what I call monster windrow. So the rotary cut is supposed to feed better, and it's got a heavier clutch, and it will take the wet hay better than the standard model. So anyway, so that's the late breaking news. Yeah, thanks for watching.